The cold doesn't crash in. It seeps, silent and patient, after the power dies and the house goes still. Most people wait, believing warmth will return, but the cold is a patient predator. Survival isn't about toughness. It's about adapting, building and acting before the cold finishes its work. The resourceful survive by shrinking their world, building a defensible space within the failing house before it's too late. The first mistake is trying to heat the whole house. You can't win that fight. Choose the smallest room, an interior closet or bathroom. Seal every gap, stuff towels under doors, hang blankets over doorways and block vents with cardboard or books. Every crack is a wound, bleed in warmth. Reinforce your boundaries. As you work, the drafts fade. The air grows still. You've created a microclimate, a small defensible space your body heat can influence. This isn't about comfort, it's about physics. You've reduced the air you need to keep warm from thousands of cubic feet to just 100. When the room grows quiet and heavy, you know you've built your fortress. Now you can defend what's inside. Survival starts with space control. The cold pulls heat from below, relentlessly. Blankets alone won't save you if you're lying on a cold floor. Build a barrier, flatten cardboard, layer newspapers, magazines, even books. Anything that traps air and resists compression. Add softer layers, old clothes, towels on top, then your bedding. This raft of insulation keeps your body heat from being siphoned away. The thicker the barrier, the safer you are. After a few minutes, you'll feel the difference. The biting cold beneath you fades. Survival is about conserving energy, not creating it. Exterior walls bleed heat. Your next defense is dead air, pockets of stillness that insulate. Hang blankets, towels or clothes on the walls, but don't press them flat. Leave a gap for trapped air. Windows are the weakest point. Cover them first using your thickest materials. If possible, tape plastic or garbage bags to the frame, then hang blankets over that. If you have foil or a space blanket, tape it shiny side in, then hang insulation over it. This reflects heat back into the room. You're building a multi-layered defense wall, reflective barrier, dead air, blanket. Each layer slows heat loss, conduction, convection and radiation. Even crude materials used wisely can turn a failing room into a survivable shelter. Insulate every surface you can. People die in the cold wearing the wrong layers, especially if they sweat and get damp. The key is a system, a moisture-wicking base layer, never cotton, insulating mid-layers, fleece, wool, down, and a shell to trap air. Layer socks, wear a hat, and use mittens for your hands. Dryness is survival. Actively manage your clothing. Remove layers before exertion to avoid sweating. Add them back as you cool down. Adjust constantly. Stability is survival. Your clothing is your first shelter. Treat it as a system, not just a pile of clothes. Keep your extremities covered and dry. The right layers, managed well, can mean the difference between life and death. A car is not shelter by default. When the engine dies, it becomes a refrigerator. Use fuel sparingly. Run the engine in short bursts to superheat the interior, then insulate. Cover windows with floor mats, clothes or newspapers. Partition off a small space with blankets or coats. Never sit directly on the seat. Use a blanket or coat as a thermal break. Always check the exhaust pipe for snow before running the engine. Carbon monoxide is a silent killer. The car is a trap unless you rebuild it from the inside, using the same principles as a house. Use every resource methodically. Water stores heat longer than air. If you can heat water, fill metal or sturdy plastic bottles with it. Place these thermal batteries inside your sleeping bag or under blankets, close to your core and feet. The slow release of heat can carry you through the coldest hours, especially before dawn. Don't waste this warmth on the room. Use it directly on your body. This is proactive survival. Storing heat for when you need it most. Each warm bottle is another hour survived. Outside, the wind is your first enemy. Find or build a windbreak, trees, rocks, or a snow wall. Your shelter must be small, just big enough to lie down. Any extra space is a liability. Insulate from the ground with pine boughs, leaves, or debris, at least a foot thick. In snow, dig a trench or build a cave. Use a low entrance and higher sleeping platform to keep cold air away. If there's no snow, build a debris hut with thick layers of leaves and branches. Seal the entrance as best you can. Inside, it won't be warm, but it will be survivable, often 20–40 degrees warmer than outside. You're not trying to be comfortable, just less cold until sunrise. Cold survival isn't about heroics. It's about building, adapting and acting with purpose. The survivors are the builders. They see blankets as walls, bottles as batteries, and every object as a resource. This knowledge isn't just for adventurers, it's for anyone facing winter storms or outages. Subscribe to Survival Sensei, share this video, and remember, knowledge saves lives. If you found these survival tips helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom from the Survival Sensei. Hit that subscribe button, tap the bell, and join a community dedicated to staying prepared, resourceful, and resilient. Share this video with friends and family. You never know whose life you might help save. Stay warm, stay safe, and see you in the next adventure.